That is honestly real. That's why I really don't believe that people should just not have fear. I say have courage and bravery because you're still going to have that fear. You're not going to always, like, that's the thing. You're not going to always be confident all the time. You're going to be scared. But whether or not it's something you have to do and you know it, or it's something that you got to stand on, you will do it. So it's not that no one should, or anyone shouldn't have fear. It's that you should have bravery and courage. Because fear will always be there. But the courageous and bravery will do it anyways. Which is why, well, yes, I will still do things. Like, there are certain things that I will do that truly scare me. Like, I do things because I want to beat my own fear. Like, even, and I'm going to say this again for y'all, even Mufasa was scared, not because he didn't have the power, but because the enemy had a son. So even a powerful king like Mufasa is scared sometimes. Even he said he's only brave when he has to be. So I don't see why so many people just keep saying, have no fear, when you should just accept the fact that you're going to be afraid. Even artists, and I'm going to say this again because I was talking to myself before I recorded this. Like, there was a person that said every time she gets on the screen or on stage, she always has stage fright. But as soon as her mouth opens up, she calms down. And then you have people from Your Lie in April, musicians, talented musicians who know they're amazing. Yet every time they hit the stage, they're always scared, their heart's pumping, this, that, and the third. But as soon as they play, they play. So it's not always about having no fear. It's about having courage. It's not about trying to avoid feeling the fear. It's about feeling it, but knowing that it ain't going to hold you back. Because there's so many times that I've been afraid to do something, and yet I did it despite how scared I was or how fearful I was in the moment. And I believe that's real courage. That's real bravery. Just to admit that when you're scared, but you're not going to let it stop you. There's even a clip I seen online from My Hero Academia of a hero that said he does it because he's scared. No, he does it even though he's scared. But he'd rather do that than to watch somebody else perish or have that look in their eyes. So it's not always about having no fear. It's about doing things despite your fear. Having that fear, but not having it be the only thing that you sit in. You just doing an action like Usopp. And literally, this is the kicker. Usopp, for all of y'all that watch One Piece, you already know. But for those who don't, he is literally the scariest one on this pirate crew. Though strong, he is still scary. And yet, in Dressrosa, when it truly counts, he came through and he gained the title of God Usopp because of his freaking bravery. So for Usopp to consider himself weak, he is literally among one of the strongest. And I'm not even finna say a power that he unlocked in that arc. I'm gonna let y'all watch for yourselves. But still, even the scariest person in a fictional freaking anime show can show all of you that you can have fear. It's okay to feel that emotion. But what is not okay is running away when you have that fear. When you're able to just have the fear, but you just I wouldn't say fight through it, but you still move and you get what you have to get done because you know you have to, or you know that if you don't, then this is going to happen. That is when true courage and true bravery really shows. So don't think that just because you see some people jumping out of planes, or you see them sliding, skiing, climbing up mountains, or you see a superhero that just pops up out of nowhere, just save your life, and you think that they don't ever get scared. That is far from the truth. Especially if they're human. You know exactly what they're feeling. They're scared not only for themselves, but for the people that they have to rescue, because they understand that if they fail, that's so many freaking people on their hands that they really have to sleep with. Like, imagine so many people and you had the chance, but if you didn't hesitate, you would have saved way more than if you didn't. Like, that's why I wanted to come up on here, man. Just do not, I wouldn't say have no fear when you're with God, because there are going to be some things that God tell you to do, that this divine Buddha, divine eternal light, is it Ashra? No, that's something in Japanese. This omnipotent being, for which I call God the eternal light, the divine. Whatever you call that eternal entity, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This entity will guide you to do things that you are scared of. But to say that entity is saying, have no fear, I say, feel the fear, but don't let it stop you. Because once you do, you may be in a worse position than if you would have just took that leap of faith. That's why every time I'm in a messed up situation, I may be scared, but I always have trust and faith. That trust and faith will always anchor you down. I've learned that trust and faith, and just something to just hold on to, that light inside of you, that truly anchors you down when you're scared. That's why I feel like that quote is just incomplete. Have no fear, for I am near. Meaning, when God is there, you won't have fear. You'll have courage. Meaning, you'll still feel the fear, but you'll have courage to do the thing that you have to do the thing that you need to finally move away, to finally leave, to finally break free, to finally move out or move through whatever situation that you got yourself into, or somebody got you into. Meaning, don't be afraid. Feel the fear, but know that you have to do what you have to do and take that action. Because I guarantee you, you'll have way more courage than a person who chose to run away. And that is a truth that no one can take away from you. Ashe, peace out, adios.